Leaderboard? What the fuck is a leaderboard? Hello. Sorry, everyone. I was just staring at my computer there for a second. How is everyone doing? Good morning. No, it's not morning at all. Hello, everyone. How's it going? I don't know why I said good morning. That's crazy. Uh, how's everyone doing today? Oh my god. I thought I'd jump on here and do a little Q&A while I have time. Is the camera a little bit foggy? It looks a bit foggy there for a second. Good morning. No, why do I keep saying good morning? I keep looking at people's messages and saying good morning. Hello, hey Teresa, how's it going? Where am I right now? I'm in London at the moment. I'm in a hotel because me and James are filming our podcast. God, that carrot. Sorry, I'm on an older phone, so the quality is not great. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I might just listen. Let me go and grab some eye drops quickly because my eyes look crazy. I'm still here. I'm still here. Let's grab my eye drops really quick. One second. Sorry, everyone. I'll be 1 second. I look as tired as I feel, and that is never, never good. Thank you so much. Love you, viewers. I have a concert tomorrow, and I have Alcone Stop for Sweat and Krylan Setting Spray. Do you think that will hold up in extreme heat? I think it will. That's a lot of protective layers there. Sorry, well, just one moment. Oh. Okay. Oh, goodness me. Hello, hello, hello. How do you handle oily skin with a heat wave in the EU and the UK? Well, it's all about the prep and touching up, you know? So prepping the skin, minimal preparation, but still with those super hydrating ingredients and super hydrating products. So toners are great for hot weather because they're kind of more like serums now. Is that too dark? Is that too light? They're kind of more like serums with all the ingredients they have within them, but they are super quickly absorbed into the skin. So something like prepping the skin and giving your skin enough hydration with a toner sits great underneath foundation, because your foundation can grip to the skin a little bit more directly. And of course, things like setting sprays as primers, which is my favorite thing to do, and a powder. I really like a jet milled powder, like a finely jet milled powder that you can really push into your makeup foundation. Can I use a moisture stick over SPF before applying concealer? I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't do that. That stuff works so fast in your eyes. Yeah, it's the whitening eye drops from Lumify. Yeah, I know I wouldn't use anything on top of SPF that is skincare. I would just let the SPF do and be, you know, do what it needs to do. Hello, 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 people joining. How's it going? Tips for wrinkles between the eyes. You mean here? Tips as in what to do with them? Sorry, I just realized my thing is on night mode. Why does this the light keeps getting dimmer, right? If you mean like foundation sitting in the lines, there's nothing really you can do in terms of that happening because makeup moves with skin. That's just the nature of skin, and that's just the nature of makeup. To make them less deep, Botox. Nothing. There's no skincare. There's no makeup that is going to make anything on your face less deep. Anyone that says anything different is lying, you know. But unfortunately, that's a Botox situation. You can hydrate yourself, and you know, hydrate from within and hydrate on the surface, and that will help to like a certain extent. But to get rid of them completely, it would be a Botox situation. Yes. How did the Skin Cupid pop-up go? Looked so cool. It was so fun. It was so much fun to meet people, and it was so much fun just to be able to talk to people about makeup in, you know, in real life, one-on-one, you know what I mean? Hey, from Muggy London, hello, we're in the same place. Hey, you are catching a live stream, hello. Oh, I was just gonna say, or go back in time and start frowning. Yeah, if you do have any questions for me, please be very, very specific as possible. So don't give me an age. Don't give me like, I'm 42. What should I do with my skin? Because that says nothing to me. You know, I can kind of guess what your skin is like. Give me specifics because I want to be able to answer your question as specifically, you know, with as much information. So can you please explain a bit how one can use a white concealer? Yeah, absolutely. You can use white concealer to mix with any product to brighten it. You can use a white concealer very sparingly along this kind of area here, on the outside of your corner of your eyes here. This lighting is horrendous. Oh, that's just as bad, and that's worse. Okay, fine. Yeah, to lighten certain areas, think about a white concealer, not so much as coverage, but think of it as light. So where do I want light to bounce off my skin? Where do I want concealer to naturally bounce off my skin? No, that's not what I meant. Where do I want light to sit on my skin and highlight, if that makes sense? Yes. Favorite affordable drugstore makeup? A brand in general, MUA Academy, of course. I've been loving NYX at the moment, but I've also been loving Wet n Wild. I never used to like them way back in the day, but I've been such a big fan of them recently. I just think they've greatly improved. Thank you so much. I wish I could read your name. BRNNTRNT. Why do my quality KBeauty liquid blushes quickly disappear and how to stop it? My skin is perfect. I love the glow. I don't want to use any powder. So that could be a few different things. When color disappears on our skin, it can be for a few different reasons, right? It can be dehydration. I know a lot of us, dehydration is we don't notice it's happening. It can creep up on us. It doesn't necessarily, your skin doesn't necessarily feel dehydrated, but remember that a lot of makeup has skincare ingredients. There's hydration in skincare, right? No, in makeup. So your skin can suck up like moisture just as much as skincare, just as much as it does skincare. Therefore, you're losing some of that quality in your product. It could also be natural oils. A lot of people have oily cheeks and they don't realize it. And that could be breaking down the makeup as well. If I'm using a liquid or a cream blush, I will always put a layer down and then I'll powder it with a clear powder, translucent powder, and then go on top again. Or I'll use a setting spray as my primer just in those areas. Because I'm making a, what's it called? Barrier between my skin and the foundation. My skin is dry, but I sweat a lot. So is that combination? No, sweat isn't a skin type. So your skin type is dry, you just happen to sweat a lot. Everyone sweats because it's what your body does. So sweat doesn't depend on your skin care. Sweat doesn't depend on anything like that. People just sweat. So if some people excessively sweat, that's fine. You know what I mean? Yeah, setting spray as a primer is the best. Be careful if you have a waterproof setting spray because they have film formers in, so it can get a little bit kicky. Foundation recommendation for dry or textured skin. Okay, so it depends on what coverage you want as well. I personally like, if we're going really vague and really just as a what's it called? An overall kind of foundation, anything that has more of a gel-like texture. So the only things I can think of to compare it to, MUA Lumitin or the way MAC Studio Sculpt used to be back in the day, if you remember that foundation, it was more of this gel-like texture. And gels tend to sit really well on all types of skin types. So whether you're oily, whether you're dry, whether you have texture, whether you have big pores. So you can research like gel formulation foundations. Sorry. um, and look to those because they don't really like, they tend to sit nicely on the skin as well as being like part of a skin. So it's just like a perfect match for everyone. I have oily combination skin. What's a good facial wash to really clean my face? So I'm Robert the Makeup Twin. However, I would always suggest you double cleansing. But do bear in mind as well, as much as to really clean your skin, I would double cleanse. Do remember, I mean, face wash is only in your skin for a few seconds, but if you are concerned about oily skin, you can use foam cleansers, something that's a little bit more aimed at oily skin types. They do make specific face washes for oily skin as well. That's the question for James, really. Is it a mistake to use tinted sunscreen underneath my makeup? I don't always want to wear foundation and makeup, and I'd rather not buy both non-tinted. No, not at all. It's absolutely fine. Do bear in mind though that SPFs, a lot of SPFs, depending on what you're using, are quite silicone heavy. So it may have silicone, dimethicone, something like this. So do bear in mind when you build up your makeup that some pilling may take place because a lot of blush has silicone in. A lot of blushes have dimethicone in, and so do if you're using creams, bronzers, contours, and sometimes if you build it up too much, it becomes a lot. So just be careful. But you know what? If you're doing something and you like it and it's working for you, please don't feel you have to do anything else. Can I put CC cream over SPF? Absolutely. How can I make a lip combo last? So that will depend on the product you're using and what you're doing on your lips beforehand. Make sure, of course, that your lips are fully hydrated. Even the night before, a lip mask, so you don't have to use too much lip prep in the day when you're putting that combination together. I mean, you can use a lot of staining products, but ones that aren't, I wouldn't go for those peel-off stains. I would go for ones that are actually more like inks. But I mean, lips are something, so one thing I find, right, lips are something you have to touch up. One thing I find is, we have a lot of these questions about how to make certain products last. And the fact is, these questions still exist because no one's made I was about to say cure, no one's made the answer to them yet, right? And people have been answering these same questions for as long as I've been doing makeup because there is no fix. So until somebody makes something that's fully long lasting, that isn't just a stain or just a tint, you do have to touch up. But you can buy liners that are tints, that are stains, sorry. Heart%, I just did a video about it really, on Short on Instagram. Heart% just released this pen that is a stain that is absolutely beautiful, and it will last on you as well. Hello everyone, hi. Sorry, I'm just trying to drink this tea before it goes cold. Yeah, you can absolutely correct your foundation. If your foundation is too light for you, you can absolutely correct it with a bronzer. That's absolutely fine. Oh, sorry, the comments keep doing this. How are your fur babies? They're fine, thank you. What do you think of the Guerlain mattifying setting powder? I've never used it. Yes, Teresa, I did. It looks amazing. You just reminded me I want to get it. Sorry, guys. The comments keep like bunching up, and as I start to read it, they completely disappear. They go. Oh yeah, that's King's Cross St Pancras Station. I own a haunted hotel. I just assume everywhere in London is haunted. Thanks for making it to the live. Thank you. Everyone asked my question already, but I love you. Thank you so much. For the new MAC lip oils, should I do lip liner first? Yeah, I would, because you're going to have a bit of a hard time putting a lip liner on top of a lip oil. It probably physically won't let you draw. Is a pink car still there? Okay, so this is really strange. So it is, yes. So that's in the other hotel. So this is the station, and then on the other end there's a hotel. So that's the other hotel, and I booked a different one. Yeah, just because I like this one as well. Oh no, I don't know any dupes for Besame. That's a good question. Thank you so much, Ladybug. Thank you. What do you recommend for someone who has rosacea and a bit of dry, sensitive skin? In terms of what? In terms of what do I recommend for what? Please be extra specific with your questions because I want to give you all the help I can, but I need all the things. So what recommendations like for makeup, for longevity, for coverage, for color correction? Much love from Germany. Hello. Thank you. Do you like tinted BB creams for minimum coverage? Absolutely, yeah. What should I do? In terms of what? Be like as specific as you want. How would I use Inglot Duraline to make foundation last all day? It's not really what it's made for, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people say it's a mixing medium, right? So it can make things last and be a little bit long lasting, but bear in mind that depending what breaks down your foundation, it depends on that. For example, for me, I have very oily skin. So oil breaks my foundation. Duraline isn't going to stop my skin becoming oily. It's not oil proof. It's not oil resistant because you can use oil to break it down. So that's not really what it's for. It's great for changing the formula of things and making things a little bit more waterproof around the eye, for example. I was meaning foundation or powder, sorry. No, you're good. No, you're fine. I just want to give you as much information as I can while we have each other, you know what I mean? In terms of foundation or powder, so with rosacea, if you're thinking more of coverage then and the texture, you do your foundation as normal. Yellow tones in concealer cancel out redness just as much as a green color corrector, but they look a lot more natural on the skin and they're easier to use than a green color corrector, which then you then have to color correct again, if that makes sense. So if you can find a very cheap yellow tone concealer, do your foundation and then tap some of the yellow tone concealer on the areas you need it, great. Powder-wise, get yourself a mineral powder. One of those ones that are baked on top or just like a bare minerals powder, because mineral powder is so nice on textured skin. Any texture. I remember using a mineral powder on a girl, it was her prom, and she had been sunbathing and all her skin was peeling around her forehead and she was like, well, I'm not going to prom with no makeup on, but it was all like gathering in that peeling. We went over the top with a mineral foundation powder and it looked incredible. So mineral powders tend to have more hydration to them as well. So when you put it on top of that rosacea like skin, you don't get that formula, that texture. Gemma, thank you so much. Thank you. Did you have a question to go with that? Thank you. I appreciate that. If someone London is so haunted, I blame the 1800s serial killer. Yeah, I mean, London is super, super old, so there's a lot going on. Best brush for doing an outer V on hooded eyelids. I've tried several, but it never looks right. So, okay, so you're going to want a very small blending brush that is round and domed on top. So I'm trying to think of an actual example. A fluffy blending brush that's round and domed. Sorry, YouTube is hiding some of your comments that really don't need to be hidden. And it's going to be more of a process of fixing it afterwards. So when you're doing, I wish I had some brushes with me. When you're doing a V shape out this way, you kind of just want to do this with a brush. So brush outwards and then brush inwards, brush outwards and brush inwards, and then tidy it up with concealer. That's what I like to do, even with whatever eye shape. But because you do have a hooded eye, I would go for the smaller ones, smaller domed ones. A La Mer foundation dupe. No, I'm so sorry. What product do you use to hold your eyebrows up? They look great. So I'm wearing at the moment Bare Brows from Unicorn Cosmetics. How do I prevent my foundation from breaking away on my nose? You can use eyeshadow primer. You know how much I love eyeshadow primer. It's my answer for everything. And not the silicone-y ones, not the clear slippy ones. The ones that are like tacky. Or like eyeshadow sticks, tattoo eyeshadow sticks, like, sorry, Maybelline tattoo eyeshadow stick is really good because it stops oil from coming through a little bit more. The Sigma primer, absolutely. Because they're made to stop oil coming through your eyelids. Guys, am I really low down? They're made to stop eyeshadow coming, oil breaking down your eyeshadow. So if you put them on your nose, it lasts that little bit longer as well. Suggestion for people who sweat a lot from their faces. I don't really, the thing is with sweat is it's a bodily function, right? So it's going to happen. No amount of skincare or makeup is going to fix it. And it breaks down makeup differently to the way oil does. You could use something like, I mean, saying that, I use that One Size Secure the Sweat. Yeah, exactly. What's your name? Audi Socks. I don't know if you've seen my video where I walked up the Parthenon in Greece and did not sweat from my forehead. It was actually quite concerning because I was like, I should be sweating. I was sweating everywhere else, but not around my head. So that was really, really good. The thing is that you have to be so careful. You have to be so careful with the way you put foundation on and how you build that up because it can look a little bit patchy. Do you know when your divination palette will restock? Yes, I believe it is the 28th of August. They are upgrading the shimmer shades, so they're going to be the same, but they've improved the formula, so that's going to be really good. Yeah. Problem is I get sweat from my scalp and it drips to my forehead. Oh, I'm sorry, I never mentioned how to... my one thing would be to just, all you can do is prepare to retouch, right? So I would always carry around like a small powder puff, not for powder, just to tap over those areas, and a tiny bit of whatever foundation you're using. That's all you can really do. No matter what your skin type and no matter what is ruining your makeup, just don't over powder in the first sense. When you initially apply your makeup, because adding powder to makeup makes it more difficult to retouch later on. And if the inevitable thing is going to happen, that being your sweat or your oil, what's the point over powdering anyway? Will you be back on Twitch? Yes, I've been away from home for like a week, so yeah. Have you had any nasty managers? Of course. Oh my god. Not talent managers, not since I've been influencer, but in retail, yeah. So the difference between the One Size Secure the Sweat and the oil sucker is the difference. So one stops sweat and one stops oil. They work very differently in the skin. Should I use eyeshadow primer? Yeah. Yes, please. Honestly. So eyeshadow primer takes it. I was speaking to someone the other day and it does take a little bit of time to get used to if you've used concealer or nothing at all beforehand. Because it grips a lot more to your color, you know, so you may have to practice blending a little bit differently. It may feel a little bit different. It's like when you get a haircut or a different hairstyle and you have to practice styling it again, you know what I mean? But yes, absolutely get one. I love the Sigma eyeshadow primer. I thought they were discontinued, but I just got an email from them that was like, try this, you know? So yes, absolutely do. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Young Dincy, hello. Oh yeah, I can do that. A top 5 for things, absolutely. Hi from Copenhagen, hello. Let me see if there's any questions I've missed here. Top 3 foundations. My top 3 foundations are MUA Academy Lumi Tint. I think it's just one of the best foundations in terms of what it does, the price point, absolutely incredible. House Labs Triclone Concealer and the Lisa Eldridge Foundation. All of those, love, 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 love. Hi from Jakarta, Indonesia, hello. I'm a little low down, right? I think it's because this ring light thing I got is so high. So I need to move this table. No, I'm going to move out and the whole thing's going to fall, isn't it? Oh, thank you so much. So sorry, I'm just trying to move my leg around like the tables. Okay. Oh, I'm using the Prada foundation, loving it. Oh, I was really interested in getting that. Have you heard about Smoochie Foundation? Apparently it's a newer scam. It is a newer scam. Me and James just tried it in our recent joint channel video. It's not Korean. It's not from Korea. It's, yeah. It's made in, okay. Did you say where you're at? What's the back? This is I'm in London. This is King's Cross St. Pancras Station. Yes. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for joining. Hi, Robert. Any favorite Kiko products? Oh my gosh, I worked for them a long time ago. So I actually liked their eyeshadow primer. They were really nice. Do they still do the lipsticks in the silver and gold? That was really beautiful as well. And I really like a really random one. Their nail polish drying drops because they're not greasy or oily. It's, yeah. I want your palette so bad, stunning. Thank you. It's going to be restocked on the 28th of August. Oh, I want to try that brand of blush, absolutely. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I've never met Jen in real life, so it'll be so nice to meet her in real life. Robert, would you classify yourself as an olive skin tone? No, I wouldn't. I mean, even now I look kind of greeny olive, but no, I think when I tan, I become very olive, but I'm actually as yellow as I look, I'm actually very neutral leaning. Yeah. Hello, hello, hello. How are your puppies? They're good, thank you. I loved watching your tears hit. Thank you, I loved it so much. I actually emailed months ago asking if you could do my makeup for my wedding. I'm assuming it went to the wrong email. It's all good to have somebody booked, but now I'm good. Oh, I mean, I don't. My email that is thingy is for like influencer business. It goes to my management team that do the influencer stuff. No matter how hydrated. Oh, thank you so much, Ocean. No matter how hydrated and little product I use under my eyes, my concealer and powder has it looking so textured. Would a mineral powder be a good idea? It would be a good idea. Bear in mind, though, that sometimes, depending on how hydrating your concealer is, it can deepen a mineral powder. So mineral powders are really the only powders when it comes to that are quite temperamental. So one thing I would recommend is not setting your under eye at all, or one bit. But also, if you're going to use a mineral powder, bear in mind that it could deepen in shade when it goes on top of something hydrating or with moisture. Yeah. Yes. Please help me find a blush that will not turn orange. What are you using? Were you bullied in school? No. And if anyone was trying to bully me, I never noticed. Do you have any tips for new contact lens wearers? Favorite circle lenses? O-lens is my favorite. They are very comfortable. And they do these drops that are like in a little blue bottle. And they just make them so wearable and so comfortable. Yeah. I've been loving a gloss hack for under the eyes. I think people see stuff like that and they think it's crazy. But what a lot of people don't know about makeup, I guess, is that makeup artists use loads of different things for loads of different reasons. So you can use anything wherever you want. If it does something somewhere, it can do something somewhere else. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's good. Do you love the Hourglass Caution Mascara? I don't like Hourglass as a brand. My day's been good. Thank you so much. Buttercup, thank you so much. That's so nice. Thank you. If you have a question, I'd love to answer it. Is my comment getting deleted? No, there's a lot of comments, so I might just be missing it. I use the Hourglass Vanish Primer. I think I used to use Hourglass in my kit. I had a primer, but way back in the day. But since I mean, that was before like social media, so I didn't really know much about the brands and people using the brands and stuff like that. I just don't like, what's it called? The powders, how expensive they are for not much. Yeah. Does your husband travel with you ever? No, not really, because it's always work for me. So I'm not like out in London having a great time. You know what I mean? Well, no, I like working. So that came across wrong. Sorry. But of course, and we have 2 dogs as well. So he stays with the dogs. Yeah. What's the fastest way to master mascara? Bear in mind the size of a brush with the length of your lashes and also the size of your eyes as well. You don't want to be getting a big brush when you have smaller eyes or shorter lashes. And also, the way you do mascara shouldn't be as frivolous as just brushing it through and hoping for the best. You should be zigzagging that brush through your lashes so your lashes can go through all the, not hairs, like parts of a wand, rolling forward at the same time. So you're kind of rolling and zigzagging and lifting. So you're getting the full benefits off every part of that brush. Yes, have a good week, you too. Do I take your husband to work? No, I keep everyone in my private life very private. People asking about my ghost stories. They're not on YouTube because they didn't perform well. In terms of when I put them up, and the YouTube algorithm was like, oh, that was a different time though. I'm thinking about it. I was gonna bring it to short form content. I was gonna put it on TikTok because every time I do, what's it called? TikTok live. Actually, every time I go live on somewhere, someone's always like, bring back ghost stories. But yeah, because yeah, they're still on my YouTube channel, the ghost stories, but so YouTube can't tell if I'm doing a ghost story, a commentary video, a ranking video, you know, something like that. They just see a video and they're like, people are watching it or they're not. So when people don't watch it, that tells the algorithm that no one's interested in my videos in general, not just that genre of video. Gemma, thank you so much. How to apply eyeshadow on lower lash line without looking stupid? Any recommendations for liquid foundation for oily skin that won't cling to downy hair? Thank you. Eyeshadow on the lower lash line, getting the correct brush, first of all, is one of the most important things. A small, detailed brush is really good, not too stubby. But also, you need to aim for the root of your bottom lashes. So don't just rub it along anywhere. Very, very delicately, I'm going to use this Allen key that to show you. That's the part of my ring light. You're aiming for that lash line and going backwards and forwards. Always start from the outside corner and bring in. When you add more color onto your brush, don't start where you left off. Go right back to the start again and blend across. I don't like to take darker shades unless I'm doing something very heavy, very gothic-y. I don't take it past this part of the eye where that color is. I stop about here and I blend it out then with a clean brush. So makeup is going to cling to hair on the face. It's more about your application method when you're doing it. If we're buffing like this or if we're using sponges, it's going to lift the hair, make it stand up, right? So ideally you want something like a flat foundation brush that you can wipe down with or and to set that powder down, especially that peach fuzz that a lot of people have around the jawline or the top lip or on the chin. So it's more about laying that down. I loved you and James's ghost hunting video. I wish you did more of those. Thank you. We have filmed one, and that is coming in October though. My makeup separates on my upper lip only. Why? Thank you so much, Buttercup. It could be sweat, it could be movement, it could be if you get a lot of threading on the top lip, if you get wax on the top lip, it can kind of change the texture of the skin there and it make it very difficult to cling to. A lot of the time it is sweat, even if it's not crazy sweaty, that could be the answer for it. Yes. Robert, do you have a favorite or recommend eyebrow? Oh, sorry, and just to a fix for that, you can use eyeshadow primer or you can use something like Secure the Sweat from one side, but do be careful about texture and something like that. Oh my gosh, Solva, thank you. Any recommendations for a powder highlight for making the skin look rather dewy, wet, and not very glittery? Oh, in a powder, honestly, no, not really, because powders obviously they tend to mattify, and when they, the best one I would say is Iconic London. They do this beautiful domed highlight that doesn't look glittery, And it does look wet. So yes, so I don't know why I said not really. Iconic London, the highlighter that's rounded on top. That's the best one. Steph, thank you. Mascara smudging with sunglasses. I swear it never happens back when I wore normal ones. Now I wear contact lenses and I use the CoverGirl Eye Enhancer Stretch and Strengthen Mascara. Are you wearing eyeshadow primer? Eyeshadow primer stops that oil from coming through. Thank you so much, Gemma. Stops that eyeshadow, stops the oil from coming through. It stops the mascara smudging. It stops that breakdown. But also bear in mind when we're looking at waterproof or long-lasting mascaras, waterproof, fine. Water resistant, a little bit dodgy. Two different things. Tubing mascara is going to be where it's at if you're finding that everything's melting up there. Any tips for someone with photosensitive skin from an autoimmune condition? Think Seal the Singer. I can't have a lot of product on my face because SPF... because SPF is thing that's drilled in, but I still want to. You're talking about foundation, right? Are you talking about foundation? Any tips for someone facing skin from an autoimmune condition? I think Seal Singer, yeah. I can't have a lot of product on my face because SPF is the thing that's drilled in. So you're asking about foundation? And you can't have a lot of product on your skin. You could go for something. I mean, they do sell pharmacy foundations, French pharmacy foundations that are very good for the skin. I mean, makeup isn't inherently bad for the skin if you wash it off properly, but the French pharmacies do, La Roche-Posay, for example, do more like a tinted SPF. Wait, can you or can you not wear SPF? I'll look out for your response. Yeah, think more pharmacy brands. There even brand. I don't know what country you're in, but you can wear SPF. Okay, tinted SPFs would be great for that like light coverage. Even there's places like, for example, here in the UK, we have Holland and Barrett, which is like a natural store. I guess it would be like Trader Joe's, but less expensive. That do the most random brands, but are made from things that are a little bit more natural. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I would go with. Oh, you have to. Oh, you're in the US. Okay, so yeah, I would go for something like La Roche-Posay would be a great brand. They do some tints as well. So I would go for those French pharmacy brands. Look into French pharmacy and see what you can get where you are. Hi, Robert. Would you recommend the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream? No. Not because I don't like the brand. I don't like the cream in general. Have a best evening, you too. Thank you so much. What's the best lash curler? Okay, so everybody like really hypes up the Shiseido lash curler. Listen, I haven't used one that's incredibly amazing or incredibly bad. I do like a heated lash curler for my lashes. Sorry, I just burped backwards. For my lashes, that was so weird. I like heated lash ones, and not the ones you grip the thing in, the ones that are just like you just push up. Yeah. But I don't believe that any lash curler is better than the other ones when they all just clamp the lashes. I've never used a physical lash curler and thought, oh my gosh, and been blown away. You know what I mean? Do you still use out-of-date eyeshadows? I feel like I'm never able to fully use them within a few years. I do not. No, I totally would. And that's not advice. That's not advice. Are you talking about the iconic London Lit and Luminous Highlighter? Exactly. It is so stunning. Do you suggest cream or powder contour? That's totally up to you. That's up. I like creams at the moment because it depends what your skin's going through as well, and it depends what you're putting on top of. Sometimes putting a powder on top of a super hydrating foundation can catch and it can look a little bit patchy depending on the moisture levels in your skin and in the foundation. So it really does depend. Are you based in London? Where did you grow up? No, I'm not based in London anymore. I did used to live in London. I'm in London right now. But I grew up in Surrey and Hampshire. Me and my twin sister love you so much. She's at the hospital right now, about to give birth. Oh my gosh. Wish her luck from me. Robert confirming that I'm okay with my Revlon eyelash color. Absolutely. Absolutely. Is color theory really important in makeup as in fashion? 100%. Yeah, it's in what foundation you're using, what blush shades you're using, what eyeshadow you're using, what lip. Absolutely, yeah. I think it's great to know, even just in anything, right? Heated curlers make me nervous. They won't burn your lashes off. No, no, and let me tell you as well, I am scared of heat. I'm terrified of heat. I can't use hair straighteners. I can't use an oven because I'm so scared of it. And then not like, are you in King's Cross St. Pancras? I'm opposite it. Yes, so that's King's Cross St. Pancras, yeah. Alcohol-free setting spray, can you recommend a budget one? Oh, I would have to think on that to double check. But is the iconic London Prep Set Blur? I think that's alcohol-free and it's stunning. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I sent a hotel. Yes. Thank you so much. Whenever you have spare time, would it be okay to ask for those Fair Olive foundation? Oh my God, Ocean, I am so sorry. My memory is so bad. I'm so sorry. Yes, absolutely. Um, can you recommend a palette that will give me a lot of options so I can justify tossing the old ones? I think if you're going to go for any eyeshadow palettes, it depends on your budget. Blend Bunny I love because you have color options like crazy, right? If you want more budget, you can go for Beauty Bay. Beauty Bay's eyeshadow palettes, I love it. Is James about? You look fabulous always. Thank you. Yes, James is in the same hotel. He's on another floor though. Hey lady, how's it going? Hannah, thank you so much. Hey Robert, I plan on turning my overall vibe to a soft goth look. How can I do this slowly? My family is super religious and I visit them often. So what I would recommend is perhaps start using colder tones in color. So if you do use a little bit more color, say you use pinks or things like that, maybe start using a grayer pink. Maybe start using those browns that give a little bit more of a cold, cadaver kind of look. If you look up a brand called Lunatic Cosmetic Labs and look at their contour palettes, that kind of palette color palette is really good to go for because it's not necessarily outrageously gothic because they are neutral tones that appear in skin tones and things like that. So that's a really good brand to look at for color references. Yes. What brands are we using to replace Naturium? I just use whatever I'm sent anyway, so whatever's sent my way. I'm very basic with shower stuff, but I love salt and that's a clothing brand. Saltet, no. Let me Google it before I give a wrong answer. 1 second. Is it called Solitaire? That's Solitaire, right? Solitaire. Solitaire? Who's the ones that do the natural deodorant? Why can't I do this? Why am I Solitaire shower. Yeah, Solitaire is really great for like shower stuff. Skincare, I just use whatever I'm sent. And I like my things like my Dermatica serums and stuff like that. I don't stray too far. Found a Blended Buddy website. It's the best. Do I listen to System of a Down? No, I don't. I appear very gothic-y and dark, but I've always been like an R&B person. Even when I was a kid and I was like dressing as an emo, I was always like, my friends were listening to like emo music and my favorite artist was Lil' Kim. So, oh, I would love to tour an island. What's the difference between Makeup by Mario's Master Matt's original palette and the neutral one? Do you recommend that palette? If you know what, I recommend those palettes if you want to use them. I just don't think any neutral palette is worth excessive amounts of money. You know what I mean? I feel like some brands are really great at when it comes to color and things like that. I would invest money, but when it comes to neutrals, you can't tell the difference. If somebody was wearing a Makeup by Mario palette versus another palette, I wouldn't be like, wow, you're wearing a Makeup by Mario palette. Yeah. Do you listen to The Weeknd? I do not, no. Do you know that TLC, Salt and Pepper, and Vogue are doing a tour together? I do. I'm in the US at the moment, but fingers crossed. I heard, yeah. Have you tried About Face eye paints? Yes, I really like them. About Face is a great brand. I know I didn't like their what's it called? Their highlight pearls. Well, I did like them. They just weren't for me, and I wish I had more shades. And I think they were sold a bit wrong. But I like their brand, and I don't like their spray that smells oily. But everything else, yeah. I saw a video saying grayish tone is better for contour. Yes, I mean, so contour is mimicking the shadows of the face, right? So say, for example, my face right now, if you look at the shadow around my face, it's gray, right? That's the color of shadow. Victoria, thank you. Thank you so much. That lemon's so cute. Yeah, so you can, and don't get me wrong, you can use other products to sculpt the face. Blush, bronzer is always going to be sculpting, but they bring light to the face. Even bronzer, although it's like deeper than blush, it's still warm. So if you really want to contour, as in we're changing the shadow of a bone structure, I do find a grayer tone is better. Are you spiritual? In a way that's not religious, yes. I sculpt with blush, contour makes me look ridiculous. Okay. No, I mean, great for you, yeah. But I said okay because I think everything suits everyone if you do it the right way. Robert, what do you think of Road Pocket blush? Are they worth a hype? I think I have a video on here reviewing them. I wasn't into them. Do you believe in manifestation? Somewhat, to a point where I look at my life now and realize that maybe I did manifest it back in the day. You know what I mean? I remember always when I was working beauty retail and then getting up on my days off to do weddings and stuff like that. I was like, one day I'm gonna be a full-time makeup influencer one day, and it happened. So yeah, I don't know whether that's just what was meant to happen or whether because I really believed in it, you know what I mean? Which do you prefer, long bath or long shower? I like a long shower because I don't like sitting still for too long. But I can, in the shower, you physically do steps, you know what I mean? So yeah. So you love your makeup looks. Thank you so much. Thank you. Disappointed in the Say eyeshadow singles release. Oh, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. I was looking at their blushes recently. Was it their blush? And they look quite nice. Or did they do bronzers? How can we book you for events? My manager's email contact is on all my socials. Robert, please tell me how I can prevent sunglasses taking my foundation away. So I'm not a big believer that makeup can withstand friction just yet. There may be some tips like put powder on the sunglasses, lay down some Duraline or all this kind of stuff, but makeup hasn't been made to withstand friction. So if there's something always sitting there, I believe you can touch it up after it happened and you can delay it happening a little bit more. But yeah, that's why that question still exists and has existed for years and years and years and years, because there is no fix just yet. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Any recommendations for mascara for super sensitive watery eyes? Actually, no. I realized this the other day. I actually can't really recommend mascaras because I wear fake lashes in my videos. And I don't wear mascara outside of well, I don't wear eye makeup outside of YouTube or social media. So I just grab mascara and just whack one on and yeah. Thank you, April. Thank you for being here. Are you and James on a PR trip or just having a little holiday? No, I'm in London filming our podcast, so I'm working. Yeah. Oh, my pleasure. Do you like Mariah Carey? Sometimes. How do you feel about the Naturium controversy? I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed. Yeah, it's disgusting. Do you wear makeup on a day-to-day basis? No, not at all. I wear makeup when I'm going to events, when I'm filming and all that kind of stuff. I'll do concealer and I'll do my brows and I'll do foundation like if I'm seeing people, yeah. Do you have any recommendations for dry under eyes? In terms of concealer on top, of course, hydrating the under eye is the main thing. Don't powder them, of course. You don't want to suck out any moisture that's already not there. Yeah. Hey. Just want to clarify the setting spray question. $26 Iconic London is a bit fair. So it's $19 Milani, but mum bans anything made in China. I'm a student. Oh my gosh, I don't know I can't think of anything that's made somewhere. I don't know where everything is made. Sorry. MUA Academy. Have you got contact? Have you got contact with MUA? Are you able to get MUA Academy? They do a matte one, which is really nice. Drugstore makeup. I'm so shocked every time I think about it how expensive makeup has become. It is insane. I remember working beauty retail, MAC, and a lipstick was like £9. And aren't they like £30 or something? Why did you stop wearing your rings? Oh, I just forget to pop them on. Yeah, I wear them to events and stuff like that when I'm organizing an outfit. Yeah, and then I go to drugstores. I'm like, why are there foundations at this price point? It's crazy. It's crazy. Do you have any suggestions for someone with psoriasis? Yes, in terms of what? What would you like suggestions on? But I can absolutely help you. Just give me as much information as you can. My lunch is almost over. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you have a good day. Good rest of the day. What's your favorite discontinued makeup product? Mine is the Dallas Blush. Mine is Spring Bean. I think it was Dazzle Glass. No, it wasn't Dazzle Glass. Luster Glass from MAC. And their mascara, which is called Plush Lash. And one side of the wand was flat and the other side was domed. So it was this beautiful spoon-like, yeah. The markup on cosmetics is crazy. It absolutely is. Thank you so much. I love your authenticity about everything. Really enjoy watching Love from Greece. Thank you. I love Greece. Greece is one of my favorite countries. It's so beautiful. And I watched Luther Vandross documentary released last year. Saw it with hubby in the theatre. He cried. No, I haven't seen that. I love a good documentary though. I have psoriasis over my nose and cheeks and it looks really bad when I put makeup on. Yeah, because I don't know how to prep my skin or high res. Well, first of all, I hope you're dealing with it well. I know psoriasis, eczema is absolutely horrendous and it's life altering. It's my husband gets eczema pretty bad. So one thing I would recommend if you do have to put makeup on top of psoriasis is, this is the only time I would really recommend a primer like Benefit's Professional, because it has that silicone-y base, that really, really slippery silicone base that creates a barrier between the psoriasis and makeup. And that's really what you want to do. And then tap the makeup on top. Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry, I keep burping. Sorry, I just ate before I came on. Do you ever miss doing all the bridal stuff? Yeah, I do. And actually, I don't know if all of you know, but me and James just did we worked with Skin Cupid on Sunday, where we went into their store and people could book a 15-minute time slots with us, and I spoke everyone. I had 15 minutes with people, 10 appointments, and we just went through their makeup, we tried makeup on, and I really, really, really enjoyed doing it, because sometimes I miss beauty retail as well. I miss that kind of like talking to people. And really, like, I love giving advice. I love teaching. So when I have that chance to have that backwards and forwards with people and we really get into it, I really love that. Oh, did I just pause my live? Sorry, I just clicked something and I don't know. It's insane how 90% of contours are just bronzer. I'm not even called. Yeah, it's. I don't know what brands are doing. What do you do to pull yourself out of a slump? I do a few different things. I will clean, because cleaning to me kind of clears my mind up a little bit, and or I do nothing. I just allow myself to do absolutely nothing, and let my mind do what it needs to do. Yeah. I'd want to play it cool to not look like a weirdo, but also if I see you guys, I would cry. You don't have to think that's weird. I can think of some people, if I would maybe cry when I got home. You know what I mean? It's not weird. Thank you for reviewing Tatty's brushes. They're so wonderful. They're so good. No, you're fine. We do be doing pop-up appointments in NYC. No, we're very booked in NYC. Yeah. So yes, no, unfortunately. But great idea actually. Congratulations, get married. Thank you. Did you wear all your wish finery in that beautiful dress? No, but can you imagine? Is it good to throw away makeup as soon as it expires? Anything that goes around the eyes, yes. Yeah. Love that you are so down to earth, even with high subscribers numbers. That's rare. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think it's because I didn't grow up as an influencer. I think I think a lot of influencers now, it's their first job, whereas I've worked loads of other jobs and, I'm not an asshole about it. Robert, what's the product you think is genuinely innovative rather than just cleverly marketed? You know what? One Size is one of the only brands where I believe the hype of their skin priming products. Because all the ones I've tried, oh god, I'm choking on my own spit. All the ones I've tried, I've really liked. So I think they're quite well at, I think they're quite well. I think they do quite good at advertising them, but also at the same time, I often believe what they're saying. Are you in Manchester so I recognise those windows? No, I'm in London. That's King's Cross St Pancras Station. Is it difficult to get a job on a makeup stand? I think it's changed a lot now to when I used to do it, because back when I used to do it, you needed makeup qualifications and you needed to be a qualified makeup artist for a lot of places. But now they focus a lot more on sales, so I don't think so. And I think that's good because I think it's a great place to practice makeup. I'm very well, thank you. Oh, a Spice Girls hotel. What's the Spice Girls hotel? Do you like cats? Yes, I do. I just wish they liked me. I think cats, yeah, I always think cats don't like me. One Size setting spray has genuinely changed my life. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Best cheap melting spray. Mmm. Good question. Good question. I love the MUA Academy, the one in... Is that where it was? Oh my gosh, I know exactly what you mean. That's a hotel, that's the hotel over there. That's a different one, but yes. Oh my gosh, that's why that staircase is blocked off. Thank you so much, thank you. What's the question? Oh yeah, the one in the purple is really nice as well, if you can get it. Cats are sweet, most of them, yeah. Hello from Singapore. Hello, this is the first time commenting on your YouTube live. Thank you so much. What's your opinion on best product for not sweating your makeup off? One Size Secure the Sweat. Excella, thank you so much. Thanks so much for all your tours. I love them and I've gotten so many compliments on my makeup. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. How to tell if you have a gap in your kit? Oh my gosh, good question. As in something you need to stock up on again before it's too late. I think doing regular inventories in your kit is a really good idea. One, just to completely gut through it and sanitize absolutely everything. Get in the holes in the brush belt. Go around your eyeshadow palettes or your mirrors, whatever you have. Freshen everything up as well. I think regular inventory is really good. Depending on how many clients you've had that week, that month, give yourself an hour or two to go through it thoroughly clean, make notes of what you're going to need to top up in, and from your experience with your own kit, how quickly are you going to get through that product? If you're talking about products missing from your kit, that's a bit of a difficult one because I was such a prepper where I would be like, I could be doing a wedding, and I know for a fact the bride just wants a nude eyeshadow look because we've done the trial and everything like that, but I would always take my neon pigments just in case, like you never know. So yeah, I don't think you need to worry too much about anything you're missing in your kit. As long as what you use to work with gets the results that your client wants and you're confident you can do that with what you have in your kit, you're absolutely fine. Did you feel awkward and lost after you left school? Absolutely. 100%. When I left secondary school... One second, sorry, guys. um, um, yeah, the one thing about leaving, so I went to little school, secondary school. I felt like I had to go to college, which I did. And then I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I taking these things I actually don't want to do? And then I then started doing makeup. Because I just thought about, what do I actually really, really want to do? And what do I need to do it? Do you think working on a counter is better than freelance? So freelance I wouldn't be doing unless I wouldn't be charging people to do their makeup if I did not have a skill set to do so, to do a good job, you know what I mean? I think freelance, okay, it's a very unpopular opinion, but I did a lot of work for free, right? I didn't follow people. Social media wasn't around, right? So from word of mouth, I asked other makeup artists, can I shadow you on a day on set? Can I come with you to this? I'll clean your brushes, I'll clean your kit, I'll do powder touch-ups, I'll do all the basics so I can watch and learn from you. So when I was on set a lot of the time, I wasn't charging for it. I was doing it for the experience. And I think within the makeup industry, it is very important to have that experience before you go in charging people for the work. I learned everything I know about makeup from beauty retail and then going on to do clients. So I think it's important to get that experience in beauty retail, but also don't become stuck in that. Also be working on other things. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hours. And after working in retail, all you want to do really on your days off is absolutely nothing. You don't want to see people. You don't want to speak to people. But yeah. I was the same. I went to college to get into counseling, lasted 3 months and went straight into makeup. Yeah, I studied psychology for a while. But I was like, nope, not for me. Have you or would you ever collab with Luxaria? I've never, but I absolutely would. Love her. Is cosmetology beauty school big in the UK? So it's like, I guess. But so in the UK, the qualifications you need to do makeup artistry as a full-time job isn't necessary. Like, as long as you know your hygiene, as long as you know your stuff, you're all good. But a lot of people do beauty therapy, so they'll do like brows, nails, and stuff like that, yeah. Thank you so much, Kelsey, thank you. Oh, thank you, that's so nice, thank you. I'm good, how are you, Witchy Moon? A-level psychology, ooh. Have you been to Salem? No, I would love to though. I did psychology too, I enjoyed it, but more for interest than work. Have you heard of Glam Candy? I did 2 separate training courses. I have not, no. Did you feel lonely after school? No, I never have. No. What are you using your hair so shiny? Thank you. I think this is just hairspray. I have the, I got to be glued in my hair because we were filming. So I had to have it like laid down. What's the difference, if any, between UK and American style makeup? Very good question. There is a difference even in the UK styles of makeup. So if you go to the north of the UK, it's very different to the south. The north is they're not afraid to be wearing makeup, which I love. I think it's very much appreciated as a skill and as a talent. Whereas in the south, it'll be a lot more neutral, a lot less Instagrammy, I would say. In the US, is similar to the south of England, same as Australia as well. I think England is very regional. Although it's a smaller country, it's very regional depending on the makeup, as much as I say. I guess North UK is the girls I see. It'll be the north of the UK and also London as well, yeah. Have you tried Rimmel Multitasker Concealer? I haven't tried a concealer, no. What sunscreen do you recommend for under makeup? I've been using one recently that's from a brand called, I think it's Tage, Tage, and they do this jelly one, and it is like serum, undetectable, beautiful under makeup. I also like Mixsoon, their Bean Essence sunscreen. I also like Haru Haru Wonder. Their one sits really nice under foundation as well, yeah. What's your thoughts on liquid versus powder blush? Not much. I guess it's just depends on the finish that you want. And the how your skin is underneath. So perhaps if someone's really dehydrated, I wouldn't use a liquid because the a lot of makeup has hydrating ingredients in, and your skin can react different to those ingredients in terms of like the moisture level and what it absorbs. Oh, you tried it? It's good, isn't it? Oh, you use Revlon lipsticks. I keep remembering I want to go and see them. Get some stuff from them. Yeah. Hi, Robert, catching you live. I'm Sophie. Met you at Sophie on Sunday at Skin Keeping event. Just wanted to say thank you so much for the session. My boyfriend said the foundation shade match was so good. Oh, amazing. Oh my gosh. You're the one I spoke to your mum, right? Can you please compare Kiko Milano Double Touch lipsticks to the Lacquer Jewel lipstick? Yes. Oh my gosh. I wish I retained knowledge from working with with Kiko. Can you recommend a good Chinese eyeshadow brand? Thanks. Yeah, Cheery Up is really good. Girl Cult is really good. And a lot that I can't remember the name of right now. But yes, I love them. Do you like Bobbi Brown bronzers and lipsticks? Yeah, I like their lipsticks. Which brand do you think has the best range for olive skin foundations? Lisa Eldridge. Juicy too, right? I don't know if Juicy have the best eyeshadows. They do a lot of great complexion products. Wait a second, let me just Google their eyeshadows quickly, because... Oh yeah, their singles are nice. And they do, I see their eyeshadows as very Korean-esque in a way that they're very neutral unless you go for the individual ones. But yeah, they wouldn't be the brand I jump to for recommendation of eyeshadows. Little Undine's very good, yeah. They have great lip products, Juicy, yeah. And their little sticks, their like shimmery sticks are really nice. Rob, do you watch anime? The only anime I really got into was Sailor Moon, so that's good. You make me sad. In a good way? Or in a bad way, sad? What's your favorite concealer for under eyes? It differs. I like the tier one, the double-ended one, the one that has the hydration end and like the more full coverage one. What do you think of the new Lisa Eldridge hair and brow combo product? I haven't seen it, but if it's the one I think it is, because she released something ages ago and I got it and they were like, please never talk about it because we're not releasing it yet. So yeah. Thank you, Katie. Thank you. I've never been to Santa Barbara, California. No. Sailor Moon, Robotech Catch, old school anime, yeah. Oh. Who's a favorite myself? I like Pluto. I like also Neptune as well. And Mercury was my original favorite, yeah. Yeah, maybe Lisa released it. Let me have a look. Lisa Eldridge. It's a kitten brow fluffy holder flyway gel. I've never seen it, but I do like these. I get a lot of Korean ones because they're really good at getting like the little flyaways just here, for example. Yeah, I'll try it. One of you can help me figure out why my concealer always ends up looking grey and my purple areas from my under eyes come through again, no matter what concealer powder I use. Any tips? Anything that looks grey is because you've used something that's too light on top of something that's dark or deeper than the color of the concealer. So if I was to have really dark under eyes and I put a concealer on it that's too light, thinking I'm going to brighten it, it's going to look grey. So you need to go for something with a little bit more warmth to it. That's going to sit nicer on top. Sometimes even powders that appear to be translucent can still make it look grey too. How do you feel about dual use products like blush and lip in one? Do you think it's hygienic enough? I always find products like that underperform in one way or another. Do you have any recommendations? I love them. I think they're really useful. My favorite is the Fui pudding pots. I think they're absolutely stunning. Yeah. What are your big three signs? Astrology. I'm Pisces, Gemini rising, and Taurus moon. Because your sun sign is your normal one, right? Your normal one, your main one, right? But yeah, whatever the way round is, yeah. Pudding pots will be 50% off during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. Get them. Get them. Get all 30. No, I'm joking. Don't do that, obviously. Yeah. Not make related, but Team Pisces, do you have a favorite holiday tradition? You seem like someone who enjoys Halloween. I love Halloween because it's the right weather. The decor is better. Yeah, but I do love Christmas as well. I love just the feel of Christmas, you know what I mean? Christmas always reminds me of either being in school and knowing there was the build up to the Christmas break, or working retail and knowing that I was going to have a few days off. Doesn't say thank you for being you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. LW7735. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. That's so kind. How long have I been on here now? 71 minutes? That's crazy. Thoughts on Ligari? I've never heard of them. They're from Argentina. Hello. Retail has ruined Christmas for me. Yeah, because it starts in, what, October? No, August. I'm from Texas. Hello. What would you recommend a 20-year-old girl to start learning to do, like, face makeup? On yourself or other people? Going out and everyday style. Oh, okay, cool. First of all, I would figure out your perfect skin prep. So what products do you own already that sit really well under makeup that is different from your normal routine? From your normal skincare routine. Figure that out. Because skincare is the key to good makeup, right? To a good looking base. It doesn't mean you have to have perfect skin, it just means that it's going to help your foundation last a long time. And look a lot nicer. Figure out your stopping limits. So how heavy do you have to do your brows? How much blush is too much blush? And you can do that by stepping outside and taking a picture of yourself with a flash on your phone, going to different lightings in your house, look in your bedroom mirror, look in your bathroom mirror, look at somewhere else, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yes, figure out your face shapes. I wouldn't go on TikTok and look for makeup hacks, because it's kind of like everyone has their own ideas of what good makeup is. And what good makeup is whatever looks good and feels good on you. Not in a like, oh, world peace way, but that is pretty much, that's how makeup looks good. It looks good on your face, you know what I mean? So don't go looking into hacks that, what's the word? Try and fix something that can't be fixed. You know what I mean? Like, bear in mind that makeup will move, makeup will transfer. Yeah, I've gone off on one and I don't know, I forgot the original question. Practice. Know your limits and yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to go, I think, because I've been on here for over an hour. I didn't realize it was great talking to everyone. Thank you for joining me. This was, oh, do I have a video? Oh, I have a video going up I'm talking about Tarte. I am talking about the new Tarte release, and the issue with their PR that people had a bit of an issue with. So we were talking about that this evening in, what, 20 minutes? No, 10 minutes? Yeah. Have a good whatever it is in London. Thank you. We're recording our podcast. So we'll do that today and we're doing it tomorrow too. We record like 2 months in 2 days. Yeah. So, yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. I'll see you in 10 minutes in the comment section. Bye, everyone. Thank you again for joining me. Right, wait, let me figure out how to stop this. Is it this? Okay, if it's this